My weakness as a collector is third-gen Camaros. Okay, actual third-gen Camaros, Z28s, IROC Zs, whatever you want to call them. This actual body style. But let's face it, Hot Wheels doesn't make a whole lot of different variants, versions of this actual casting. So a lot of times it gets frustrating because I'm itching to get something new. Even if something happens, I have all of them, I'm still itching to get something new, and I can't find it. I can't find anything new because of sticking to the actual Hot Wheels brand. Well, if you're like this, and you've been frustrated with this, like going into streams, can't find anything, constantly asking, all that other stuff, I've got a simple solution for you that'll fix everything. Coming up. Before I get started with this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, give it a share it with all your Hot Wheels friends, all your DIECAST friends, all your collector friends. I'd really appreciate that if you could do that. It'd help us grow, help us tremendously. Actually, right now, as far as on this channel, that's what will help us out probably the most, other than you subscribing to our actual YouTube channel as well. You could at least do those two. If you want to share and like the video as well, that's fine. But that'll help us out the most if you could do that. It only takes a few seconds, and we really appreciate the support. With me, yes, I tend to have a soft spot for third-gen Camaros. We all have our soft spots for certain make, models, years, whether it's something that we may have actually drove as an actual car, or maybe something that our parents had when we were younger, or maybe it's a casting that we had when we were younger to play with, stuff like that. For whatever reason it is, we all have that one casting, or that 1 year make and model of vehicle. And again, my actual weak spot is the actual third-gen Camaros. Well, I constantly go into streams and look around at stuff, go to eBay, everywhere else, and try to look for different casting, different wheel variations, different variations in general, different packaging variations, just to be able to get different ones of this particular make and model. Now, I do collect other stuff as well, but I'm sticking with what basically that people may get frustrated with. Same with me, so I can tell them how to fix it on their favorite make and model and year of a vehicle that they may actually love. So what I did, it's very simple, and anybody can do it, and it'll fix your itch to still want to be able to collect those and still be able to get stuff and everything else, and still be able to collect. And that is, number one, as long as the same body style, don't worry about the year. There's only a little differences. A lot of times with these castings, they don't even tell you the year anyway. Like people that say, oh, well, I want a 83 Silverado. Well, there's a lot of Silverados, I think from 79 or 78 or 77 or something like that on up. Pretty much all the parts, even in real life, most of them are interchangeable. There's a subtle little differences. Same with OBSs and stuff like that. They're all pretty much the same body style. Same way with 67 to 69 Camaros. They're all first-gen Camaros. My body style that I like, third-gen Camaros, I'm more apt towards a 92 because that's what I drove. But I like all the third-gen body style. I don't just stick to the year anymore. That's the first way that you can start collecting a little bit more and not get so frustrated. Because I can't tell you how many times in these whatnot streams I see people go from stream to stream to stream to stream and ask these streamers in the chat if they have this or they have this, and they go literally. I'm like, I will go to another stream and I'll see the exact same person ask again. I'll go in to another stream, I'll see the exact same person ask again, and I'm like, this person's got to be getting frustrated with this. So that's kind of a little bit what made me want to make this actual video too, to actually help people. Now, another way not to actually broaden your whole collection on a make and model that you maybe like the most, or a casting you actually like the most, is to venture out and not only just collect one brand. Okay, there's so many people that are like, I only want Hot Wheels, or I only want Johnny Lightning, or I only want Auto World, or I only want M2, or I only want Green Light. You're missing out. You're limiting yourself on a lot of stuff. And believe it or not, there are a lot of cool stuff out there by every single brand out there. And to be honest with you, nothing against people that stick strictly to Hot Wheels, but most of your non-Hot Wheels, like your Green Lights, your Auto Worlds, your Johnny Lightnings, your M2s, they got a lot more features, a lot more details, and a lot of them come with rubber tires as well. Unlike the main lines and other stuff that just, they don't have that much of detail, and you don't see many different kind of wheels or rims or any of that stuff. Sometimes they come with these whacked out paint jobs. They do on other brands as well, but I'm just giving you examples of how other non-Hot Wheels actual diecast is sometimes a whole lot better, really, believe it or not. It took me a little while to realize that, but I feel like a lot of people sleep, and that's a favorite word from Whatnot. People sleeping and not wanting to get stuff or whatever, even though it's awesome or valuable or whatever it is. A lot of people sleep on all those four I mentioned, even Jada, Racing Champions, all that stuff. They sleep on that stuff. And I'm going to show you a little bit of variations today on some of these things, and you be the judge. I'll show you, and I'll say what I think, but visually, you be the judge. And keep your mind open. Don't be one of those guys or one of those girls. Ones that, only stick to the brand. What the brand is, or what's popular, and stuff like that. Don't do that. Broaden your mind. There's a lot better things out there than to do. And I'm not talking about just diecast and everything else. I'm talking about everything in this world. Don't just stick with a popular brand and all this other stuff just because of it is that particular brand. There's a lot of good stuff out there. There's off-brand. There's other brands, stuff like that. But I just want to show you some stuff on some different brands. And like I said, you be the judge. First of all, I'm going to show you, since I'm a Camaro guy, a couple different generations of Camaros and brands. This is a 50 years of Camaro out of the mainline set for Hot Wheels. Looks pretty cool. I like it. Don't get me wrong. I like the color. I like the way it's got the hood scoop and stuff in it, but I don't like the yellow tinted windows. I don't like the blah wheels. It has no detail on the front. No detail on the back. No opening parts. Okay. Then, take a Johnny Lightning from the Camaro collection. All right. Look at that paint job. It's got clear windows. It's got actual Krager's on it. Okay. Krager rims. Look at the detail on the back. Detail on everything in the back. Look at the detail on the front. Plus, it comes, sorry y'all, comes with an actual opening hood as well. I know some of the Camaros come with opening hoods for Hot Wheels and other brands too as well, but let's see if I can't get a little bit of light in there, but look, there's the motor. Got a lot of detail to it. So, which one would you prefer? Would you prefer the Hot Wheels version? Or would you prefer the Johnny Lightning version? Me, hands down, I would prefer the Johnny Lightning version. Hands down. That one's from the Johnny Lightning Camaro collection too. That's in the split bumper, actual second gen. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to go with the one that I showed you earlier that I love, Hot Wheels. I actually like this casting. But again, no details on the front or back. And a lot of these have, this one has a metal base, but a lot of these have plastic bases. And a lot of the other brands are all metal. So it's like, eh. Then you look at the Johnny Lightning Camaro collection again. And these aren't, I'm showing you the ones Camaro collection, but these are in general with Johnny Lightning's period and other brands. These are just what I had on hand that's easiest to get to. Look at that. It's got Kragers on it, or the wheels on it that are period correct for this Camaro. It's actually got two-tone on it, like an actual IROC Z28 would have. Look at the detail on the back of that. Headlights are done. The detail in the front of it. That's done even with the actual Camaro symbol. So, again, which one would you rather have? Would you rather have the detailed Camaro? Or would you rather have the Hot Wheels? Now, here we're going to go with a couple different brands with this one. This is a 67 Camaro, which I actually like this one. Opening hood for Hot Wheels. Some metal on metal base. Opening hood, like I said. This one's from a 5-pack exclusive. It's a little bit harder to find. Let me get my light here. A little bit harder to find. So it looks like kind of under the hood. And that's kind of hard to see because of the light. But it really doesn't have any detail even in the front of it. You know, it's like, eh. No detail in the back of it. It's like, eh. Okay, again, it does have opening hood. I do like that. I do like those body styles. I collect a lot of variants. Or you can go with the Johnny Lightning Camaro collection again. 67. The taillight's awesome. The front is awesome as well with the Chevy symbol and stuff on it. It's got the actual details on the very front, that stripe on the front. It's got Kragers again. It's got the hood louvers are actually painted different color, very, very detailed, unlike the Hot Wheels one. Okay, there's that one. Then with this one, like I said, we're gonna go with the third one. Even though this is 69, it's still the same thing. They do it on 67s as well. This is actual M2. Okay. Now I know I care less for the Coke on it too as well. I don't like how M2 does that, but look at the details on the front. This actually has rubber tires. All these Johnny Lightning and M2, at least the hoods open up. But it's rubber tires. It's got Fat Boys on the back of it. And the back is detailed, highly detailed, including the bumpers on a lot of this stuff. So, again, which one would you rather have? Would you rather have the Hot Wheels, the Johnny Lightning, or the M2, or Racing Legends, or Racing Champions, or Auto World, or Green Light? You know, again, you know, you are limiting yourself big time if all you do is collect one brand. And most people that just collect one brand is usually just collecting Hot Wheels. And the only reason why I say Hot Wheels, people that only collect Hot Wheels, is because, again, normally people that only collect one brand is normally those people that only collect Hot Wheels. Now, there are people out there that only collect M2s, that only collect Johnny Lightnings, or only collect this, or only collect that. But again, you know, you're limiting yourself. Eventually, if you stick to just one brand, you're not going to have anything else to collect of your favorite make and model. You're going to pretty much have everything that's possible out there, except for really, really rare stuff. I got one person that'll pop into my streams ever so often. They know I'm a Camaro guy. They know I always have Camaros on hand, and they'll always say, "Well, show me a rare Camaro," or what Camaros would you have that I don't have? And they're in there all the time. And I show them other Camaros other than Hot Wheels that I know that they don't have. But all they collect is Hot Wheels. And I'm like, well, see, I see you constantly going into stream after stream after stream asking for, Camaros or hard to find Camaros and stuff like that. But, you're limiting yourself because you pretty much got a lot of Camaros and all you collect is Hot Wheels. Venture out and collect other stuff. Again, you're limiting yourself, and I hate to keep saying that, but you're limiting yourself on certain things that are out there. And again, this goes with life as well. Don't limit yourself to one brand, to one thing, to one idea. Don't limit yourself to one thing. Don't limit yourself to one social media. I know a lot of people that are diehard are like, well, I only like YouTube, and that's it. I'm not going anywhere else. Or I only like TikTok. I'm not going anywhere else, or whatever. Don't limit yourself. They're all pretty much the same. You can pretty much do the same exact thing on all the social media platforms. And as we've learned from TikTok so many times, it still may end up happening in the future. No matter how big TikTok got, there was a chance that it could have possibly got banned in the United States, and everybody's work that actually put all their eggs into one basket, like I like to say, into just TikTok would have been screwed. They would have lost all their connections. They would have lost all that work they put in, everything else. Instead of venturing out on the popular ones that everybody else is on and start creating a presence over there, start doing stuff over there as well. I don't know. People that just stick to just one thing, I don't get it. I don't get it. As far as the social media thing, people will be like, well, I just don't like the other ones. Okay, well, why don't you like it? Then they'll say, well, I can do this on my favorite social media platform. And I'll be like, you can do that on other ones too. And other social media platforms actually has more that you can do over the one that you actually like. So there's never been a reason why, at least a major reason why, people that just stick to one thing can ever make me understand why they do that. But anyway, that's another whole story, another whole subject. I just wanted to make this video just to let y'all know. We've got some amazing, amazing stuff coming up on our whatnot. Again, if you're not just strictly into one brand, we're going to have tons of Camaros from the Camaro collection coming up from the 67 all the way up to the 3rd gen. Very, very rare cards to get. Metal on metal, Traegers, opening hoods, all that stuff. Even got a couple White Lightnings. I've got some M2 trucks, Blazers, stuff like that. Got some cars, some vans. Got some Grand Nationals. Got some M2s. Going to be having some NASCAR. Got a lot of different stuff coming up that I'm going to be not only showing, but actually showing on our whatnot as well. And everywhere I talk about that we're at, we are actually, you can actually get to it from all the links down below in the description of this actual video. Look us up on Facebook as well. We just made a Facebook page, Teebees Hobbies. Follow and like us there. We'd really, really appreciate that. Again, the main purpose really for this stuff is to help y'all with a lot of stuff, whatever area it is, talking about any type of hobby in general, what's going on in the hobby world, showing you new stuff maybe that I'm unboxing, maybe you haven't seen, and then also show you a little bit of a glimpse beforehand so you know what's coming up that we're going to be selling on whatnot, and eBay and stuff like that. So you know a little bit beforehand, unlike everybody else that doesn't do our YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that, they won't know what's coming up. So they may end up leaving the stream and be like, well, he's probably not going to run what I'm going to like. And you know, by being on our social media, a little bit of what we're going to run. And if you like that stuff, you know, to stick around. Even though other stuff you ran other than that too as well, you may like, you need to stick around anyway. But at least you'll get a little bit of a sneak peek beforehand. We hope you all have an amazing, blessed day. Happy collecting, and hope to see you soon.